I love it. I said I'm not tech savvy, and then my video cuts off. Anyway, so here I am again, take three. Um, so I was saying I'm not tech savvy, but a lot of grocery stores now have apps that you can put on your phone, and you can actually get better deals than if you're shopping in the store. So consider putting your local grocery store's apps on your phone, and that's another way to save money. Uh, Print out recipes, uh, things to substitute. I had mentioned previously about I got a book where if you're out of this ingredient, if you're out of eggs, you can use oil and whatever. So print out what you can while you have access to the internet. Again, we don't know when that luxury or if that luxury will ever be taken away from us. Print out maps or consider, getting yourself some maps. Again, we rely so heavily on our phones for everything, but if it ever push came to shove, you had to get out and you didn't have access to your phone, print out some maps. And any other relevant information. Next step is practice those homesteading skills now. Don't just go out and buy, the books and things like that and then not implement them. Start practicing now. Teach yourself how to can. I've tried to make homemade bread and I've flopped a couple times. I need to keep trying because when you're in a stressful situation and you have no choice but to do something, it can be kind of scary if it's not a skill that you've perfected. So start practicing those survival skills. Let's see. I think I already said shop the auctions, the yard sales, estate sales. Oh, well, I said it for the shelving, but also do these for your preps. For example, we're having a yard sale this weekend, and I'm going to be selling some old oil lamps. We're selling some of our camping gear, and I know people probably think, oh, you should hang on to that, but you got to find a balance between hoarding and, being prepared. There's several things that we have multiple of. We have multiple camping stoves and things like that, and we just have to draw the line somewhere. So, but consider shopping at yard sales, auctions, and things like that for your preps. Set limits. For example, my area is prone to hurricanes, flooding, power outages. So those are going to be the things that we prepare for. Now, somebody that might live over in California is subjected to droughts or fires, things like that. So they need to prepare how they need to prepare. Let's see here. So unless you just have an unlimited budget, it's impossible to plan for every scenario that may or may not happen. So I set my limits at a nuclear fallout. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but that's where I'm like, peace if it's our time, because there's actually prepping channels out there and they mean well, and that's wonderful if you've got the means and you want to prep. They talk about pills that you can swallow to, for it to not affect you. But that I've got a child that's got an autoimmune deficiency, and that won't work on her. I mean, it's just impossible to plan for every possible scenario, and so that's where I draw the line. And do what's right for your family, but I'm not going to be buying hazmat suits and masks and pool noodles to put on all my windows and doors. And you just got to know when you say enough is enough, and just do the best you can. I look at it like our homes are like our own little Noah's Ark. We see things happening in the world. You prepare the best you can with the means you have for your family, and no judgment on my end if you're planning for those type of disasters, but I just have other areas that I need to focus on for my family. So let's see here. Declutter. Again, I said we're having a yard sale this weekend. We're selling a lot of stuff, and I'm going to use that money to pay off my debt, and to buy more preps if the budget allows. So consider decluttering. Like I said, our home is like our own little Noah's Ark. Prepare it, get it, make your home a sanctuary for your family. You know, the world is tough out there. We need to come home and be able to decompress. And if we're prepping and we've got food piling to the ceiling and survival